we win the day, one day at a time, the whole piece will start to come together.
Are you better than you were yesterday? For the University of Findlay Oilers football team, that yesterday was a 1-10 season. This is Rob Keys. This is his first season as the Oilers football coach. He is rebuilding an underachieving team that has a tremendous upside.
Run! Let's go!
If they can go hard, we can coach them. Doesn't take a whole lot of talent to go hard.
The drills being performed helps you execute in a game time situation.
I think once you build individuals, once you get better individually, you make the group better, your position group better. And from your position group, you make that side of the ball better, defensively or offensively. And then as that grows, the team becomes better.
It all starts with the foundation known as the offensive line. It all begins in the weight room before they can hit the field. The fundamentals can easily make or break an offensive line. Blocking requires strength and technique that is gained through repetition.
We think we have a pretty good tailback, and we think we have a pretty good quarterback. But that tailback can't get the yards if we're not doing our job up front. The quarterback certainly can't throw the ball downfield if we're not giving him time in the pocket. So although we're not on the front page of the newspaper very often, we have a large responsibility.
They are the secret service for the quarterback.
They have to be so self-motivated guys. And one of the things that has really worked to our advantage is the offensive line and the team in general has bought into the philosophy that Coach Keys has brought in, which is the win the day philosophy that he's been harping on with our players.
The quarterback commands respect in the huddle, as well as the physical tools to deliver the ball to their receivers.
The quarterback, really needs to be a natural leader because he has got the reins of the offense sitting in his hands. So he needs to be the leader, and we work a little bit, here and there. Just keep manufacturing that as we go.
The receivers require speed and agility, as well as body control and soft hands.
Oh yeah, Nate! Let's go!
To complement the Oiler air attack, a ground game is essential to their success. Communication is key between the quarterback and running back to keep the offense running like a well-oiled machine.
You got to train them, that hey, the first guy can't bring you down. So how do you do it? You create different environments within individual drills to work their feet, work their eyes, so they see things, they know how to finish a run. Because eventually they pop off a block, and you're preaching that the big plays happen in the run game where the receivers get downfield and get the safeties and corners blocked, and all of a sudden it goes from, hey, we beat somebody at the first level, second level's blocked, and now you can create a big play.
You always have a chance to win when the other team doesn't score. That is the main reason the defense is there, to shut teams down.
That's where the game starts. The run game, pass rush on the quarterback, people talk about pass defense. It's not necessarily defensive backs. The defensive line has to put pressure on that quarterback.
To stop the run, you must win the battle in the trenches. The linebackers are the defensive field generals that read and react.
For us, it's all reaction. So we got to be able to key what we see, believe what we see, and now react to it. And that's one of the big things that, our guys here, definitely with the linebackers, they hear me say a lot, believe what you see, because it's going to take you where you need to be. Believe me.
Get out of there. Good.
Being the last line of defense, the secondary works hard on their coverage skills to provide big plays for the defense. In addition, the secondary looks to improve on their tackling.
Building a mentality is something that we did. We want to create a lot of turnovers. Our motto is create havoc on defense. And a part of that is getting turnovers. And so with that, every day in practice, we built that in, where we worked on those things. Going in and stripping the football away, getting interceptions, recovering the football. we did drills, we did circuits, so that those guys work those fundamental skills every day.
Defense, number one, you need to recover that ball and try to score with it. Don't fall on it at that point. It is, go ahead, go get it. It's comfortable. It's out there. Scoop and score, recover it and go.
The Oiler coaching staff motivates players to raise their level of play and intensity.
I motivate myself, and I think a lot of this comes from self-motivation. You know, if you love the game, number one, you'll be motivated to play the game. So one thing we do as a defensive team is we kind of do a little picture test. We kind of have guys guess where guys are from. We show a picture, and they have to name where they're from, and so it's a way for us to get to know each other, number one. So I think it starts there. Once we know each other and we grow from there, now we can understand I can trust that guy beside me.
So there's two things that we really had to work on this spring. Number one, the fundamentals of the game of football. That doesn't change no matter who is running the offense. And so during the individual time, we work on those fundamentals. But then there's the assignments and bringing together a brand new offense with new terminology and things like that. And when we get into our team time and our film study, that's when we really need to hammer home the assignments and where we're supposed to be. Now, there's two things. There's the how-to and the where-to. The how-to are the fundamentals, like you mentioned. And then the where-to, those are the assignments. And if you can master both of those, you can be okay.
We're going to do everything we can to win September 3rd. And then the next one will take care of itself. But we got to put all our marbles into game one, and put all the chips in.
Special teams changes the whole complexion of the game. One kick return or punt return, block kick or punt, can shift the momentum of a game.
Do it right, back. Good, that's how it should be, good. Good. Two, go, two.
Hey, get stuck. Keep the lineman, right there, baby. Top of the ball. Hey, that's good holding. Hey, let's go.
Get rid of the ball.
And then, hey, they fall where they will, and you start over and get to week 2. So to look that far ahead, we expect to win every game, but we got to expect to win game 1 before you can win any others.
So yes, we want to get to this level, but we also don't want to limit ourselves to just getting here. We want to keep pushing higher. And that's one of the things that we do, kind of with our motto, win the day. It's one of those things within yourself. Did you do everything that it took to win the day? And, that's definitely something for our guys that we expect.